D, wait for it, delightful.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
What's up, nerds? So they dropped this Ahsoka trailer at Star Wars Celebration today, and it was in London and everything. And I did a trailer reaction. You guys can check that out in the iCard section. But I wanted to break down the trailer right now and just talk about the things that are going on in the trailer, because there are some things I have thoughts on certain things. But I just wanted to go over it and talk about a handful of things. But as far as the show goes, I don't know. I'm hopeful in terms of that. I think it looks decent, but I'm not hopeful in the sense that, like, and I said in my trailer reaction that I think that Andor, the Book of Boba Fett, and Obi-Wan were all not that great. I mean, especially the Book of Boba Fett and Obi-Wan, they were just terrible. Andor was just boring. It was just straight up boring as shit. So I don't have faith for Star Wars. I really don't. And they have a bunch of announcements today. I will try to go over those today, if not then tomorrow. But I just don't know. I don't know. This might be the end of Star Wars for another, 20 some odd years or whatever. I don't know, or 10 years, whatever, however long it was before the last movie. I just, yeah, I don't know. All right, let me get into this trailer because I have thoughts about it. Okay. All right, so it starts off where we get this old temple or whatnot. I think this is an old Jedi temple, and Ahsoka says, something's coming. They're coming. There she is walking through it again, and she's like, something dark. And, she's got her little cloak on, and she's had this before. And then she's in the middle of this temple, and she throws down her lightsabers, and at first I thought she had just, but she throws them down, and then she does her force thing, and cuts a hole and then plops down in here. And then, of course, she's like, I sense it. Do you, honey? You sense it? So then we cut back to here now. So this is Sabine Wren, of course, played by Natasha Liu Bordizu. I think that's how you say her last name. I can't remember. But one thing I don't really like the long hair right here. I wish it was shorter like she had in the series, whereas like about right here, whatnot. I liked it then. It'll be weird when she puts on the helmet. So yeah, and I mean, like, how does this fit in with Mandalorian? You never know. I don't know what's going on here. But anyways, but I do like this character. I do like Sabine Wren. We'll see how these are the little cats because they are on Lothal. And if you watch Rebels, you'll know what Lothal is, but I'll explain it when we come up to it. But these little cats right here are in there. And that's like, that's their home of origin is Lothal. And there's the Sabine Wren again. And I think that's right before what's her face shows up on Lothal. We'll get into that before. So then this is Ahsoka. She is attacked outside this little temple again. And this is after she goes into the thing because you can see her little hole that she's created right here. She's got the lightsabers and everything. So she is ready. She's ready to tussle. Oh, and before Balin was speaking, and we'll get into him when we see him, but he's all like talking about now. This is the Phantom. What is the Phantom? The Phantom is the small shuttle that was in the Ghost. And we don't see the Ghost, but this is the Phantom, and it detaches from the back of it or whatnot. And this is being piloted by Hera, which is played by Mary Elizabeth Winstead. And we'll see her in a little bit. This one they got from a Federation ship, I believe, if I remember correctly. Because the original Phantom got destroyed because Ezra's being stupid. So here is Mary Elizabeth Winstead. As Hera, I don't really see her as Hera, in my opinion. But, maybe she does a great job. I just wish they did a better job. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Okay. So there she is fine. There's Chopper. Love Chopper with his little hands and everything. Love Chopper. Okay, so that is, and we'll get back to him in a minute, but this is Balin. And him and this other woman are just apparently Sith. They're just Sith, and I don't know how they play into this. So here we go. Here is another Sith Lordess. And this is obviously some kind of I don't know, rebel ship or whatnot, because she's got on more of a not an Imperial outfit, and she's firing at this one, and she blasts everybody and then takes her down. I tried to figure out who they were, but I couldn't. I tried to look through a whole bunch of stuff. I couldn't find out who they possibly could be. There's no Balin in Star Wars. If there is, I couldn't find it. You can correct me in the comment section down below. So here we have, this is Lothal, and Lothal is the home planet of Ezra Bridger, which we'll see him kind of in a little bit. So this is, I believe, Ahsoka's ship landing and everything. So here we go, and that is the tower. That's Ezra's tower right there. We've seen him episode 1 in this tower, and yeah, I loved Rebels. Rebels was so good. Okay, so then she's obviously in the city. She's not in that tower, and that must have been her shuttle, because here it is. And she meets her. She sees her. She says, "It's been a while," and of course she's like, "It has been a while, friend," or anything like that. She's like, "Things have changed." Okay, way to get to the business. So these are ships, and I do believe that these are not like Imperial ships or whatever. These are what's her face? These are Mon Mothma's ships. Because here she is, and we've got this classic background and everything, and these are obviously some kind of senators or whatever right here, but we get Mon Mothma because she will, lead the rebellion. Well, she helped fund the rebellion and everything, which we saw in Andor, but she's going to help lead it when she gets out of here. And then here's Thrawn, about Thrawn's return. Now, here's Thrawn. I don't remember who it is, the guy's name that's playing him, or the rumors that he's playing him, but I wish they would have shown his face. That would have been like, oh, but they got to save something for the next trailer. We'll see. Yeah. And if you read the Thrawn trilogy, which is so good, I suggest going to read it. He goes out to there's a deep space or dark space or whatever it's called. There is a fleet of ships that he's trying to get to help bring back the Empire. But since this is Rebels, I'm not quite sure if this does this take place after the rebellion destroys the Empire? I don't know. I got to figure it out. Oh yeah, it has to, right? It has to. Okay. So he goes off into deep space and finds a fleet of, he's racing. Everybody's racing to find this fleet of ships. And for the Empire, which is straggling, it will really help out. And with the Republic, it'll really help out. So there we go. And that's why I think that this is Ahsoka, because if you see that shuttle, that looks to me, I try to zoom in and it just looks like a big blur, but this ship looks like the one that we saw before right here. Hold on, let me back it up. Back it up right here. That ship. It looks like that ship, but just from far away. Okay. And that lands on Mon Mothma's ship, probably to talk to her. And there she is. She's like, as heir to the Empire. And that's referring to the Thrawn trilogy. So then we go back here, and this woman, she's standing in front of that, what looks like it's some kind of, this is where Thrawn was before. Hold on, let's back it up to show you. So here we go. This right here is that right here. This thing, oops. Focused on her face. This right here. And this woman is from season 2 of The Mandalorian. She fought Ahsoka, if you remember correctly. And this is Bruce Lee's granddaughter, I believe. And so here we get Ahsoka facing against Balin. And this looks like the world between worlds right here to me. These little lines right here. So I think that they fight in the world between worlds. I might be wrong. I don't know. And he's some kind of Sith. He says, and then Hera's talking, we have to prepare for the worst. So then here she is right here. And I have to say, it doesn't look that great in live action. With the Twi'lek, when it comes to the Twi'lek, they always put these like stuff on top of their head to connect their Liku. But I don't know. We'll see. I mean, it could be good. Sorry, apologies. And she's ready to fight. Yeah, they're definitely in the world between worlds. Check that out. Yeah, all that stuff. Yeah, they're in the world between worlds. And they fight. And she puts up her foot there. Hold on. Yeah, to hold her, to give her some more balance stash, whatever. And this is her, I can't tell if this is Ahsoka's ship But this woman, who I don't know who this is fighting, and I think this is Ahsoka's ship, and she's fighting Ahsoka in this whole thing. And here we have this Balin guy, and he gets on this ship, some kind of rebel ship. I think this right here, hold on, let me just pause it real quick. I think that this right here is when earlier, hold on, when we seen this woman get up on board. Like he is fighting, and then she makes it to the bridge. Like this is the bridge of this ship right here. And so then he does the force choke. He picks him up, does the force choke. And I just want to be like, this whole situation right here is them trying to copy the Rogue One scene with Darth Vader. And I'm like, you can't outdo the Darth Vader scene. I'm sorry. There's just Kathleen Kennedy likes to rehash nonsense. If you look at the Obi-Wan show, they just and go check out my season 1 review. I'll leave it in the archive section, but they just rehashed everything. They just copied and pasted everything because they have no creativity over there at Lucasfilms. So there's Ezra Bridger. Now I can't see him very good here. And then I was going to show a zoomed in version of it. Maybe I can get one in here, but this is playing by Aman Asfandi. I think that's how you say his name. There was so much rumor that this was going to be played by Mina Masood. And I got a little bit of heat on Twitter about it, but I am so happy that this is not being played by Mina Masood, because what a terrible actor. I don't know this Aman Asfandi. I don't know his acting, but Mina Masood is a terrible actor. I mean, it's like watching a wooden plank act. It's just terrible. You know what I'm saying? So he in my opinion is not good at acting. Okay, so here she is. And of course, Sabine, she had a little fling with him. That's the love of her life. And so, sorry, I'm drinking lemonade. Not good for your throat, but whatever. So she's, reminiscing because she's all like, I miss my main squeeze. And so here she is fighting. And this is obviously somebody that's force sensitive, AKA, I think this is an Inquisitor because he has what looks like an Inquisitor blade. And it almost looks, I don't know which brother or sister this is. It's probably a brother because it looks very masculine more than the feminine. But she pushes him back with the force push. Warrior. And here we go back to her fighting these guys. I don't know who these guys are in terms of the show. Yeah. They have those little staffs that we saw in episode 3, those one droids that had the staffs. I can't tell if these are droids because they look like droids right here, but I don't know. We'll see. And then Outcast, if you remember, she is an outcast. God help the outcasts, if you know your Hunchback of Notre Dame. But she left the order. She left the Jedi Order because they didn't believe her when she said she didn't murder that dude. And she is a rebel. Look at her. And then she slices through here and she plops down. Now, I think what happens is, bam. Perhaps it is time to begin again. I think that this is Lothal back here. If you notice, this is Lothal. Like, totally Lothal. You can tell. But she prepares herself here. Now, I think what happens is something happens. I'm not quite sure what all this is. But this right here, she drops down and then lands. And then she's doing this thing right here. And then we go to her fighting this guy right here. That's where that all ends up. And then boom. And then we get Ahsoka. And notice these lines right here around the edge. That's why I think that this right here, hold on, let me go back to it. Give me 2 seconds. Right here where she fights him. I think that that's why you can totally tell that those are the lines where this is the world between worlds. Because you can tell from the logo, like, look at it. It just you can tell. That's what it is. And then that's the end of the trailer, you guys. And we got to see a lot of different things here. And I think that this is not bad. It's just, I'm not holding out hope. I'm not going to hold out hope. If it's good, I'll be like, wow, that was good. And I'll be the first to admit it. But if it's bad, I'll be like, Star Wars is dead. It's dead, at least for a while, like it was before we had the new movies, the sequel trilogy, which are also terrible. And all roads lead to Jake Skywalker, so it doesn't even freaking matter anymore. Like the Filoni verse is never going to save this. But All right, you guys, that is my breakdown of my thoughts about this. Tell me, what do you guys think about this trailer? Did you like it? Did you not like it? What do you think about my thoughts? What do you think about they added in there? What is something that you want to see that you didn't see in the next trailer or whatnot and in the show? Tell me what you think. Go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. You know I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. I'll see you guys on my next trailer breakdown. You guys have a good day. Bye.